Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Business Valuation Insights. I'm Eric Jordan, certified personal property appraiser, and today we're going to explore a very specific scenario, an asset appraisal for a beauty salon's fixtures and equipment in Winnipeg. Let me set the scene. A business owner in Winnipeg had leased out a commercial property to a beauty salon for the past 15 years. However, the tenant, who happened to be the owner's daughter, recently failed to pay rent for the past 8 months. After regaining possession of the property, the owner now finds themselves in a unique situation. The salon's equipment, things like styling chairs, shampoo stations, mirrors, and spa treatment beds, were all left behind, and now the owner needs to determine their fair market value before leasing the space to a new tenant. This is where a professional asset appraisal becomes crucial. Why is an asset appraisal important? When you're dealing with equipment and fixtures like these, it's essential to ensure that the valuation is done in line with legal standards, particularly the Canada Tax Act's fair market value definition. This helps establish a value that's both accurate and legitimate, whether you're looking to sell, liquidate, or simply understand the true worth of the assets left behind. At Eric Jordan CPPA, we specialize in delivering detailed professional appraisals for scenarios just like this. Our process includes what we call a 5 senses inspection report, which helps us ensure that the valuation is accurate and thorough. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through what goes into an appraisal of a beauty salon's fixtures and equipment, and then we'll talk about the fair market value for these items. Let's start with the leasehold improvements. The first thing we look at is leasehold improvements. This is essentially the value of any physical changes made to the property itself to accommodate the business. For a beauty salon, this might include flooring like tile, carpet, or vinyl, wall treatments such as paint, wallpaper, or paneling, ceiling designs, whether they're suspended or drywall, lighting fixtures such as chandeliers, recessed lights, and sconces, electrical and plumbing modifications, particularly the setup for things like shampoo stations, and of course mirrors, whether they're mounted on walls or freestanding. Now, the value of these improvements depends on their quality, condition, and the size of the space. In this case, we estimate that the fair market value for these improvements would fall somewhere between $10,000 and $30,000. Next, we turn to tools and equipment. Let's dive into the more tangible assets, the tools and equipment. For a beauty salon, this would include styling chairs, which are adjustable for different cuts and styles. While some may show slight wear on the upholstery, these chairs remain functional. We estimate the value of these chairs between $300 and $800 each. So for 6 chairs, you're looking at a value range of $2,800 to $4,800. Shampoo stations, which consist of wash basins, chairs, and plumbing. These are in good condition and would typically range from $1,000 to $3,000 each, meaning for 3 stations, the total would be $3,000 to $9,000. Mirrors, a vital part of any salon. These might have minor wear, but they are functional and intact. Their value would range from $200 to $1,500 each. So for 4 mirrors, you're looking at $800 to $6,000. Spa treatment beds, which are slightly used, but still in good condition, with a few minor scuffs. These would range from $800 to $2,500 each. So for 2 beds, we estimate $1,600 to $5,000 in value. Towel warmers, functional with minimal use, are valued at $300 to $800 each. And for 2 towel warmers, you're looking at $600 to $1,600. Hair dryers, whether wall-mounted or freestanding, are professional grade and well maintained. Their value would range from $100 to $500 each. So for 4 dryers, the total would be $400 to $2,000. Pedicure stations, in good condition, but with slight wear on the cushioning, are valued at $1,000 to $4,000 each. So for 2 stations, this would total $2,000 to $8,000. Manicure stations, fully functional with some minor cosmetic wear, are estimated at $500 to $2,000 each. So for 2 stations, you get a total value of $1,000 to $4,000. Beauty treatment equipment, such as devices for facials or microdermabrasion, which are well maintained and lightly used, are valued at $500 to $3,000 each. For 3 devices, this gives us a total value of $1,500 to $9,000. Hair color stations, which are functional but show minor wear, are estimated at $100 to $500 per station. So for 2 stations, the total would be $200 to $1,000. Salon tools and miscellaneous equipment, including combs, brushes, clippers, straighteners, scissors, etc., are valued at $500 to $2,000, depending on the quantity and quality of the items. Now, let's talk about the total estimated value. When we add up the value of the leasehold improvements in the tools and equipment, the total estimated fair market value comes to leasehold improvements, $10,000, $30,000. Tools and equipment, $1,100, $4,400. That brings us to a grand total range of $21,100 to $70,400. Mid-range estimated value. Taking a mid-range estimate, we can say that the fair market value of all these assets would be approximately $45,000. This gives the property owner a solid understanding of the value of the assets left behind by the former tenant. Whether they decide to sell, liquidate, or simply prepare for the next tenant, having this appraisal ensures that they're making informed decisions based on accurate, legally compliant information. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Business Valuation Insights. If you're interested in learning more about asset appraisals or need help with your own valuation, feel free to reach out to me. Stay tuned for more episodes. And remember, when it comes to business valuation, experience and accuracy make all the difference.